So I have to do it.
No, you'll have to do it. So I've started the recording now, and over to you, Sonia. Hold on.
Okay.
There you go.
Done now? Okay. Share screen.
देखो पहला दो जो है ना,
You can
पहला
see.
दो जो है ना, उसका प्रोग्राम को स्टार्टिंग डेट है 16 नवंबर, ठीक है। और तीसरा वाला ले लो, उसका प्रोग्राम को स्टार्टिंग डेट है 29 जनवरी, लेकिन तीनों का मेन सर्टिफिकेट का डेट है 7 जुलाई, ठीक है। ओके,
Yeah, I'll start.
Yes, go right ahead.
Yeah. Hi, good evening, everybody. My name is Soni. I'm based in Abu Dhabi. I work for a company called Honeywell. See, I work in sales and marketing, but my real passion in the future is to become a coach, you know. So mostly I do attend different sort of motivational courses, and I'm really into, you know, this sort of action. So I really wish I can build from your own to become a successful coach. I have to thank you, CTA, for giving me 2 days opportunity to become the graduate. And thank you for giving this opportunity also, you know, to express myself, my experience and everything through these slides. So we are talking, the topic what you are covering today is the unleash the potential. You know, the potential word is having a lot of meaning, right? So what I'm going to cover today, how we can analyze our potential and how much is our potential and what exactly the meaning of potential. So I'll try to find answer for all these things through this 50 minutes session, and hopefully 10 minute session we'll keep for some question answer session like that. Yeah. So unleash the potential within, right? So let me start this way. See, there is a famous American pastor. His name is Joe Austin. So let me admit people are okay. Yeah, his name is Joe Austin. So he is head pastor of Lakewood churches in America. So he was explaining one of his story. So one day he was traveling in Ferrari through one of his friend. So he was traveling in German highways. Okay, you know, German highways, some part of the highway, there is no radar system. So you can go as much you can. So the friend was driving so fast, especially was so proud that he is driving Ferrari. Okay, he's going from 100 to 120 kilometer to 140, 160. So he's feeling himself as a king of the road. So immediately after 2 minutes, he saw some vehicle is just zooming past just like that. So when he looked, he saw that actually this vehicle is same model of this Ferrari. So that means what you understand from here, the guy who was driving Ferrari, he was thinking he's driving as per maximum potential what he's having it, till he saw somebody else is overtaking him with the same vehicle. The same way, see, our manufacturers put a potential for everything, right? Again, how much we use, it doesn't determine the potential of the vehicle or whatever it is there. So we all have potential, but how much we use is least depending upon our capability. You know, there is a famous French architect. His name is Jean-Paul Ludic. He has designed a lot of iconic buildings around the world. So towards the end of his career, one report asked him, out of so many iconic buildings you designed around the world, which one he liked the most? You know, without even losing a single beat, he told, my next one. What? My next one. That means the full world is waiting for our next adventure. We all are much capable of doing how much, I mean, much more than what we know. You know that it is told actually we all have millions and millions neurons, right? We use only few neurons and we get this much capability. So just imagine if we use more neuron, how much capability we all get. So again, the potential has put in by manufacturer. So it's up to us how we utilize that potential, right? So that take me to the first slide of our session. You know, the greatest ability in business is to get along with others and influence their actions, right? This is much true, especially as per the present situation, because the old style of autocratic leadership was gone. If anybody is autocratic, they can only get things done in the short term. The long term, it will not sustain. So, you know, that's what we call it, manager and leader, right? Manager is one maybe getting jobs so fast and it will not sustain long term, but leader is the one really taking care of the people, understanding their emotion, is going in detail about the employee, checking about their family. You know, that is the cordial relationship, or we call it participatory management. This only can sustain for so long. That take me to next one. No one cares how much you know until they know how much you care, right? This is more important. End of the day in business, even I experienced in my professional network also, I work in projects related, you know. So when you have a relationship built up with your clients, you know, they come after you rather than you go after them. They think about you. That's sort when you build that sort of relationship. You know, during this pandemic, I was watching, you know, Abu Dhabi Crown Prince Sheikh Mohammed and Abu Dhabi ruler. You know, he was communicating with the health workers. So he was taking time, you know, when he's talking to different people, he's taking his time and, you know, asking about their family, about their children, you know, in deep he's going. I was really surprised. A leader on his capability is, you know, checking in so detail and talking. That really make people, you know, that really make a leader basically, right? I believe that way we have to build our relationship with people. That is makes everything end of the day, right? 75% of the careers are derailed for reasons related to emotional competencies, including inability to handle interpersonal problem. If you see our professional network also, it is not our capability or education which keep us forward. It is ability to understand how we deal with people, what sort of relationship we are keeping with people. That makes all difference. So what topics, that was just introduction I was talking about. So what topic I'm going to cover today, these are the subjects I'm covering today. The power of emotion, power of belief, power of goals, power of words, and power of interior empires. Power of emotion. You know, emotions are very powerful, right? It can create war, it can create peace, it can make you mad even, it can give you disappointment, it can make you any sort of emotions, right? You might have seen that picture. You know, when emotions are so high, we don't know what will happen, right? So that we cannot control. Again, you understand when similar situation people are handling, you will find, you know, getting different results. Same situation. Somebody get happy, maybe somebody will be unhappy also. Take this example, for instance. For example, you are going to office, right? You have got an important appointment with your GM. You have one friend also with you, and you have appointment 10 o'clock. You are hitting the road by 9 o'clock, and it takes maybe 40 minutes to reach office. Unfortunately, you are hitting the traffic, and the vehicle is virtually not moving. So you get so frustrated, and you know you are yelling at your friend. He's talking about, it's always like this, you know, infrastructure is not good, government is not working well. You know, you start talking about all negativity about that, you know. Well, will it help us? Of course, no, right? On the contrary, the friend is sitting, he understands that this is out of his control or our control. Nothing can happen. If traffic is there, we have to wait. So emotions handling same situation, you know, it's always make people different. Take this example. For example, you are planning holiday with your spouse. Everything is set. Tomorrow is holiday. Today, your child is getting sick. As usual, your spouse is getting angry. She's telling, I told you so many times, this holiday is not required. I'm not going to come tomorrow. You know, all this pleasant scenario, within 2-3 sentence, everything can, we can get into different atmosphere altogether. So this all shows how the emotions people are handling it. Again, the emotions handling is much important in life, because we have different emotions. Yeah, okay. So, when emotions are happening, maybe 90% of the sickness, 90% of the diseases are caused by stress. When you are stressed, most of the growth cell is down. You can imagine that. So 90% of diseases are caused only by stress. You will come across different type of emotions in your life. Maybe you get frustrated. Maybe you are overloaded, right? When you're overloaded, what we can do? It's time to know how to manage your time properly. When you're loneliness, what we can do? It's important to have some human connections properly, right? All emotions are good, right? For example, fear. Is it a good emotion? Of course, it's a good emotion. Just imagine a child who is not preparing for exam. It is important to instill a emotion of fear within him. Otherwise, he will not prepare for the exam. So all emotions are good, but only thing you have to make it in a positive way to give a positive result in your life. So the most important thing is actually we can change your emotion within a fingertip, just like that. We can change your body physique. If you really want to do it, immediately you can do it. It's just a matter of second only, you can do it, everything. These people are joining. I'm not. I'm not going to. Not able to go to the next slide. Slide. I'm just trying to go to next slide. 1 second. Sorry, I'm just trying to go to the next slide. I was not able to go there actually. Okay. So that takes me to the happiness wheel. We all know about the happiness wheel, right? It's important to improve all areas in our life, right? So we have the social life. We have, we have to improve in our relationship. We have to improve in our spiritual life, finance, work, and health, everything, right? Will success give you happiness? Of course, no, right? If success give you happiness, which people will be most success in our life? It will be the celebrities or film stars, right? But are they really happy? They are not really happy because they are concentrating only in one area of their life. So to be really happy, it's important actually we have to improve all this area. So you may ask how we can improve when we have only 24 hours time, right? The time is given for everybody same. So it's important to work each of your area in small way. Like we call it a Kaizen. You all might have heard about the Kaizen. In Japan, they call it Kaizen. It's small improvement, right? Small improvement. It's called it CIET. Consistent improvement every time. The small improvement you do in your life today, after long term, it gives you a tremendous impact. You all heard about snowball effect, right? A small snow starting from the mountain tops, it accumulate momentum, it carry other snow, and over time it can even wipe out a full village. So that is real power of small improvement in our life. So growth comes only with improvement. So we all have to decide what is the first goal we have to set in our life, all these 6 areas. This is very much important in life. Whenever you set a goal within 36 hours, we will take action and we can go from there. Sorry, I'm finding it difficult. Okay. So next, now that finished the power of emotion. Next one is power of belief. This is really tremendous. In my personal life also, this has really helped me to change a lot of things in my life. Belief. What exactly belief? Belief means how certain you are about something, right? There's a classic definition in Bible about faith. Faith is substance of things, hope for the evidence of things not seen. Maybe you find it complicated, but it's not complicated. It's very simple. Like faith means you wanted to do something in the life, and in your mind you all decide it is done, and the long term in reality you are going to do it. That is the real reason of faith. Faith, one person with the right belief is equal to 99 people with only belief. Belief is having that much tremendous power. It is all like, if you think you are right, if you think you are not right, both case you are right. There are a lot of people in the history, they prove how the power of belief has helped them, right? Nelson Mandela, for example, the African freedom fighter, right? He was in 27 years in jail. Out of 27 years, 17 years he was in jail, and 10 years he was in an island called Robben Island. When he came out of the jail, one report asked him, Mr. Mandela, out of this many years in jail, didn't you feel mad staying in that jail? Even I was fortunate to see one of the video in that, it was showing what type of prison he was in. It is like a small washroom type, even he did not have a proper bed to sleep. He was just having a blanket, and same thing he was using to sleep, same thing he was covering himself. What answer is told? Either I will die in the prison, that will make a big revolution in Africa, or I will come out of the jail, that will make a big revolution in Africa. So both cases is winner. So that way leaders are thinking, right? Mahatma Gandhi, we all know actually, he succeeded with the non-violence motion. When the full world told he is not going to succeed, he was sustaining on his belief, and that belief helped him. Mother Teresa, she had different accomplishment in her life, right? So all these great people, if you think, they think differently. Like we call it, 5% of the people in this world, they think differently. And that's why they are successful. And 95% of remaining people, they think in common way. That's the reason maybe they are not successful. So it is not like to be successful, you have to think, act, and do same like the 5% of the people who are successful. We all heard about the elephant story, right? The limiting belief. It's a common one, but I thought of just highlighting here. When an elephant is a baby elephant, it doesn't have power, but again, it is tied in a chain. It takes all its attempt to come out of the chain, but it's not getting succeeded. Over time, what happens? The elephant is getting stronger and the chain is getting weaker. But it's already, since it is trying from, a small time, small age, he's already made a mindset that the chain is already binded in his leg. He cannot do it. He cannot come out of the chain. So what happened? When it becomes so strong, maybe sometimes even chain is not even connected with his leg. He can easily come out. But he's already made a limiting belief that I'm not going to escape from here. Maybe sometimes even it is not when chained properly, maybe it is just chained with a small rope only. It can easily come out, but it will not try. The elephant will try, it will not try. But whether it can come out, if he really want, yes, it can come. But that is the limiting belief is helping. There is in psychology something called scotomization. It is something like this. For example, just imagine you're watching an important program or important cricket match or soccer match, whatever it is there. And you are so immersed in that sports activity, that time your spouse is calling and telling, can you please go to kitchen and take that salt which is in the cupboard So even though you don't want to go, the double mind, you are going there, you are looking, you cannot find. You're asking, suppose where it is. So like it is there in front of you. Just open that door, you'll find it. You are checking again, you cannot find. Then your spouse running and coming and telling, see, it's in front of you. Yeah, actually it was in front of you, but you are not seeing it. Why? Because your mind doesn't want to see it, because your mind is fully in the match. You know, same way you might have noticed when you purchase a new car, you will find a lot of people are using same car, right? Again, when you have a new shirt, new branded shirt, you will find a lot of people are doing it. But it was there before everything, right? Yes, it was there before, but your mind doesn't want to see it. So that is called the power of belief, power of mind. You know, in UK, there is a study conducted by Robert Milton. It's, you know, it has been called Pygmalion effect. You know what it is? A group of students, they were not performing well. You know, we can call it they were backbenchers. So the principal has been, you know, they invited a teacher from outside, and she has been told these students are our gifted students. Actually, they were not gifted, right? But they were only backbenchers or not performing well. So, but she has been told they were the best performing students. So your task is to take them to the next level. So she started the class. Initially, she find it very difficult because children, they are not obeying, or, you know, they are showing all sort of uneasiness. But she started thinking herself, I have been given a task to take them to next level, right? Maybe something wrong with me. So to make a long story cut short, she changed her teaching pattern. And, you know, in such a way that at the end of the academic year, you know, they were one of the top performing students in the class. See the mind, power of belief, how things make a difference, right? A group of students, they want to play some sort of trick to Johnny, right? So yeah, somebody called in the morning and told Johnny, you are not feeling well today, right? He told, no, I'm okay. Again, somebody called in the afternoon, and he told him, actually, it looks like your sound is not looking good today. I feel you have to go to the doctor immediately. He told, no, I'm perfectly all right. Again, some other team of, you know, students, they called. Evening, he started himself doubting that I have really fever or sickness, and that made him to fell sick in the evening. So that is clear power of mind. Now, how your mind react, that gives the result accordingly. You know, this one power of, I just want to highlight this point also related to the power of belief. You know, until 1950, no one thought a human can cover 1 mile in less than 4 minutes. It's considered to be an impossible task, right? But his name is Roger Bannister. He wanted to prove it wrong. That time he was a student in Oxford University, and he was not even an athlete, but he started practicing himself, a lot of mental practice and physical practice. And to make it short, you know, he proved, or he crossed 1 mile in less than 4 minutes. The important thing is that after he did, there are 30 people did it within 6 months period. So how come these people, they were able to do it when it was open to everybody? That is the power of belief. That means when somebody did, they created a mindset that yes, it is possible for them. It is possible for me also. Sachin Tendulkar is a favorite star of, you know, cricket star, right? Till 24th February 2010, nobody thought somebody can score a double century in a one-day match. You know, one-day match, there are 300 balls, you know, out of 300 balls, scoring 200 runs is almost considered to be impossible task. But he proved wrong, right? He made a double century. Again, after he scored double century, there is other great cricketer called Rohit Sharma. He made 3 centuries, 3 double centuries in 2 or 3 year period. And again, other player called Virendra Sehwag also made it. Again, some people are able to do it when it was considered to be impossible task till that time. So that is the power of real mind. When you really feel you can do it, of course, you are able to do it. So that takes me to the next one, power of goals, right? Goals are very much important in the life, right? Because, you know, that take us go forward. In 1950, in Yale University, there is a study has been conducted. Study basically, it's all the graduate students has been surveyed, and they have been asked, okay, what you want to achieve in other 10-year to 15-year period. 97% students told, what type of question you're asking? When the economy is so bad, when world is so unpredictable, how you expect us to answer this question? Maybe this time if you ask, they will tell, when world is full of corona, when you don't know what is tomorrow, what question you're asking, right? But 3% of the students, they had the clear vision. They know, they were very sure what they want to achieve in their life. After 22 years, that means in 1972, a follow-up has conducted with the same students. They chase the same people. They ask the same question, and the 3% students, which they told they have the clear vision, we understood they are making the better fortune than the people they did not had vision. So that is
powering on.
Sorry, I think somebody is mute. Okay. Sachin Chandra, again, I have to talk to him. Actually, I have to talk about him because he's my star. At the age of 10, he wanted to make his career in cricket, right? So what he did, the ground where he wanted to practice, it was far away from where he's staying. So what he opted, his uncle and aunt, he was staying next to the Mumbai ground where he wanted to practice, so that he can save the time for commutation. This is the way the great people, they want to achieve in their life, the power of goals, how they want to do in their life. Bill Clinton, we all know, he born to a poor widow in a poor state in America, but he became the American president. Again, Tiger Woods, the great golfer. At the age of 10, he wanted to become a golfer. And at the age of 21, he broke most of the records existing in golf. So this is the real power of goals. When you have a clear vision, when you have a clear power of goals, and then when you are working towards that, we can easily achieve that. It's important to write down your goals. Even I was feeling it awkward initially, but from last year onwards, even I did it. And to my surprise, when you write it in front of you, wherever it is there, you started accomplishing that. That is the real power of writing your goals, and you're doing it. So what you have to write? Again, the happiness wheel, what you talk about, the goals related to that area, right? Your career goals, your family goals, your health goals, wealth creation, how much wealth maybe you want to create another 5-year period, family, for example, how you want to lead your family life, your mental development, for example, what sort of course you want to indulge in, where you want to invest the money to study further, your social goals, for example, whether you want to be frontline in COVID or you want to be part of some blood donation camp, all this area, you will have your own goals written. And when you work towards that, I can guarantee that you can easily achieve this area. That takes me to the next one, power of words. Words are so powerful, right? Again, words can create war, and words can create, love, hatred, everything can be done through the words. So right kind of wording is always important, right? Even if if you see, he had followers as his fisherman, right? So when he wanted to make them as a disciple, he did not tell them actually, I wanted you to recruit for the Christianity. He told actually, I wanted you to recruit men. I wanted to be the catchers of men, because he was using their language. Even on his spiritual outreach, he was using, all this parable so that the common man can understand everything what he's talking about. So that is real power of, leader, real power, how you can communicate with people. even people like Muhammad and Buddha, all these people, they were using that proper metaphor so that people can understand what they are talking about. So how, okay, I think I missed this. Okay. Now, when you come to that, lot of times, the power of words is affecting us, right? We use lot of words, it will affect us in negative way. For example, some people are telling, I'm feeling like I'm run over by a truck. But if you are run over by a truck, are you alive? Of course, no, right? Then why you have to use that wording? There are butterflies flying in my stomach. This happens to people mainly when you are going for public speaking, right? So when you have butterflies on your stomach, you have to undergo surgery immediately. Or some people tell, my heart is broken. If your heart is broken, are you alive? I'm tied up in the office. Commonly people talk about it. And if you are tied up means, are you physically tied with a rope? I have a mountain of things to complete. If you have a mountain of things to complete, you will never able to complete your task. So it's always important to avoid like this, wordings in your life so that it will remove the negativity from you. So that you can always, work towards achieving your goals properly. Power of words, right? So here I have written, even though it is very common, it's better to be reminded as some things which we know also. So instead of, I have written here two sides, what type of words you can use, what sort kind of words you cannot use, right? So instead of telling, I will try to do it, you can always tell, I can do it. Instead of telling, I have a problem, you can tell, I meet a challenge. That makes a different impact when you talk. I hate my job. People always talk about that, Instead of that, you can tell, I love my job. I can really tell you, if you tell, I hate my job, better to stop the job. If you don't do something with your hard work, enthusiasm and passion, you are not going to achieve any result, So if company is paying you, better to, love your job and, and work towards that, just to avoid telling, I hate my job. We are hearing a lot from people like this, instead of telling, I hope to succeed, you can tell, I am committed to succeed. And when your boss is telling, and if you don't want to tell, instead of telling, I cannot do it, you can tell, I haven't learned to do it. This is all different ways. These simple techniques will really take a lot of difference in our lifetime. Power of words. If you talk about that, there are different types of people you will come across in the life. There are some people, they are well poisoners. What is well poisoners means? They discourage you, they stamp on your creativity. So better to keep away from these people, to be frank. The other type of people, they are lone movers. They are well-intentioned, nice people, but what they do, they always want to proclaim about themselves only. But the real people who want to associate the life and handsets, they really enrich your life, they uplift you, they enrich you, they give everything positive for you. It's always told actually, the 5 people you associate in your life every day, you become like that. It's called a mirror neuron. You imitate the people you associate. It's called 3-layer, the people who associate, that people associate other people, and that associate other type of people. So it's always important to have the right association of people. Otherwise, we are going to imitate or behave like the people whom are going to associate with. So I have to tell a small story here actually, is a worker, a lady joined in an organization, right? He was joined as a secretary, but immediately he got impressed. Everybody got impressed with her sort of communication and the way she was dealing with people. Okay. Then immediately she, he was jumping on her career ladder, and she become, over the years, she become the assistant secretary or secretary to GM. So one day there was a presentation was going on, right? So she wanted to make some final touches to the presentation, and the presentation was for the MD, right? So she was communicating with the GM. She wanted to make some final changes. So she wrote in that, in that communication to the GM, Mr. GM, that our MD is not so, she wrote something joking, some presentation, she wanted to change something. So she told, our MD is not that much friendly, you know it very well. Then you better to avoid this slide. She made an voice message, and instead of pressing to the GM, it went to all employees, by mistake, So that small, even though she was such a nice employee, nice communicator, small error from her by communicating, made her to understand her mistake. Then you can imagine what might have happened. So again, small thing in our office, in our official life and personal life and, social life is important to, have right sort of attitude and words to use in our life. So that takes me to the almost the final stage of my presentation. So this is called the power of interior empires, right? There are 4 type of, mindset we should talk about, right? It is, four sort of interior empires I'm talking about here. It is mindset, it is herd set, it is health set, and it is your soul set. What is mindset? Mindset is your psychology. I'll explain about that in the coming slide. Mindset is your psychology, and herd set is your emotionality, and health set is your physicality, and soul set is your spirituality, right? So let me explain what exactly the mindset. Mindset is your psychology. What exactly it means? That means it is the food you are giving to your mind, right? So how you can nurture your mind, that's important. You will find on the right side, I have written your reading, learning. This is one way your mindset can be nurtured properly. Reading, we all know it is good, but unfortunately, because of the latest technology and people are glued to these electronic devices, we don't know how far we are spending time. But it has been told 60 minutes a day. It's called 60 minutes student. Every day if you read, that makes a lot of impact in our life. Actually, when you are reading, what exactly happens? When you are reading, you're automatically talking to the author. That means you are getting what the author is writing in that book. It is an automatic conversation with the author. So it's important also to select the right books, right? So when you are reading the biographies of Steve Jobs or Elon Musk, you start behaving like them. That is the power of reading books. You start behaving like them and learning also. Just imagine that you are coming to you are going to your office, and people always, when you are transporting people, press the entertainment button, right? But instead of that, we are putting some motivational CDs or some educational CDs. Just imagine how much benefit it will give you. If you are taking 20 minutes to reach office, and 1 month, how much time? In 1 year, how much time you are getting it? So this all makes the people, 5% of the people, different than the other people. Your conversation, right? It's called 2x3 2x3 mindset, right? So what is this? Is 2x3 mindset, so 2x, 3x mindset. To double your income and impact, you have to triple your investment into area, your personal mastery and professional capability. So let me talk about that again, because it is super important. To double your income and impact, you have to triple your investment in your personal mastery and professional capability. So that once you do that one, automatically your mindset will change. Reflection is very much important in life, right? Because a lot of things we might have reflected over the years, right? Maybe it's inherited from our parents, and so a lot of things we have to unlearn. Maybe some things, if you find it is not good to continue, it's time to reflect. That give you a lot of effect. It's called unlearning process. Some people are so stubborn, they don't want to change anything. But it's important to learn from the experience of other people. Something you want to unlearn in your life, it's very much important to do it. You can reflect in different way. Writing a journal, for example. When I talk about journal, I want to really talk about my father also. For the last 45 years, I can find his writing his journal diary every day. Even though I try to follow, I could not do it. Every day write diary. It is so fascinating that sometimes the neighbors, in some of their neighbors, some important dates like birthday or death anniversary, they come and ask my father, because he write in his diary. So either he look diary and tells them, or you by heart everything. So I have noticed also by writing, his memory power is so great. When you reflect yourself through journey, through journal, that makes a lot of difference. 40 years, 45 years, somebody can write, that's great. I have to really appreciate my father to continue that attitude. I have to really follow that. So meditation is important, right? We all know, we all get to the real, concentration and focus through meditation. Visualization. What is visualization? It is something like, for example, I have written here Richard Hartley. Richard Hartley is a famous cricketer New Zealand has produced. He was all-rounder. He almost played 18 years and he has taken 431 wickets. Still Kapil Dev broke his record, right? So after his retirement in a press conference, one reporter asked him, how come when you go to the field every time you are taking that many wickets? You know what he told? Before I start bowling, I can find that stumps are scattered. See, that is visualization. You see things are finding before it is happens. That is real power of the great leaders also. Whichever field you come across, you will find people are visualizing things. The people made Burj Khalifa, for example, they might have visualized making such a great tower at one point of time, right? Influence. Again, I spoke about influence because it's always important to be associated with the right kind of people. If you are roaming around people who are lazy, who are glued to the devices, you will also become like that. But on the contrary, if you are associated with the people who are energetic, who exalt you, you enlighten you, you also become like that. Your environment, again, it affects you a lot. It's important to analyze what sort of environment you are in, right? Performance, right? See, any habit, once you encapsulate 66 days minimum, it make habit. Even I can tell you a small example, right? I'm not a morning person actually, but I try to do some sort of exercise actually. But when this pandemic COVID started, we cannot go out and there is all lockdown everywhere. So my cousin also came from India. So we were doing the Zoom exercise. For last 90 days, we have not missed a single day. I'm not telling to uplift myself, but I'm telling once we start doing something, we reach a point, then we will not be able to discontinue that. So that is my experience, I can tell you. So if any habit, if you want to continue, just try minimum 66 days and it will become automatically a habit for you. That is through my experience, I can guarantee that. That takes me to the almost last part, last 2-3 slides of my presentation. Your headset. What is, if mindset is your psychology and headset is emotionality, emotion, learning only intellectual, right? Something is only intellectual, it will not give you result. If it is emotional, it will give you. What is emotion? It's same like a manager and leader. Manager only want work to be done, but leader want to care. Same way, your mindset will give you the psychology, whatever you need in your life, but headset will give the emotionality. Your emotionality is something like, over the years, you might have, accumulated a lot of feelings in your life, right? For example, hatred about yourself, hatred about other people, lot of unforgiving spirit. Maybe you are not talking to your own brother, maybe your own sister. Lot of things happening, but it's important to talk to these people and remove all this toxic emotion from your life. Very much important, super important. We talk this is in religion, but just talk how important it is. When you purify your heart, miracle will happen to you. I can guarantee you that. It is, it's called, yesterday is the past, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. When you're having gift today, it's important to clear out all your emotion from your mind, from your heart, so that you are having a purified heart within you, and you can really become a champion. When you're removing all the toxic emotions, you are really in fire. Then you can get, I can tell you can go and sleep like a baby. This is the real power of heart set, your emotionality. Heart healing. So that is where you are healing your wounds. Emotion like you. Gratitude is so important in our life. Maybe you are grateful only when you are having a car which you dream about so many years, or when you are getting a house which you are thronged for so many years. No, it's not like that. You have to be grateful for even tiny thing, the tiniest thing in your life, just imagine if you have eyes to see, you should be grateful because there are a lot of people who cannot see. And if you are having, if you are having at least a roof over your head, you should be grateful for that. So gratitude, it gives a lot of different impact. If I have to tell you, this I have learned from my mother and my uncle, basically. They taught me really how to be grateful in the life, Especially my uncle, I can see if he's taken from somebody during his journey, 10 rupees, he made sure he's repaying with 100 times. When I still remember on his son's marriage, the amount he paid to his housemaid is more than his 1 month salary. So that is a grateful attitude, people are keeping it. That makes you a lot of difference in your life. When you are grateful or thankful for whatever you are having in your mind, that makes a lot of difference in your life. And that take me to the next one. Health set. This is super important, right? Physicality. See, without health, can we do anything in our life? Just imagine you have conquered the full world. And if you are not able to stand your own, is there any use for that? So health set is very important, right? Even recently only I noticed there are a lot of benefits through the health. Not only, one morning exercise, it's called, basically it has been told by the people like 20-20-20 formula, it's called, when getting up morning is super important, right? It's called 5 o'clock. If you get up, 5 to 6, it is called like holy hour. This is the time you are ahead of all the population and you do the things different, like 5 to 5:20 is do some sweaty exercise, and 5:20 to 5:40, this is time to reflect yourself through some prayer. And maybe 5:40 to 6, this is time to reflect through some journal, So 1 hour, you are doing a lot of things, that you are ahead. When the full world is sleeping, you're already gone further ahead, and you are performing much better than the other people. So exercise is much important in your life, right? See, exercise, basically a sweaty exercise, it generates something called BDNF. You know what is BDNF? It's called brain derived neurotropic factor. You know what this does, BDNF? It repairs this stress hormone. I mean, whatever hormone damage to stress, when you do the sweaty exercise, it is replacing that. So that is the power of exercise. And when exercise, not only done actually, when you are doing exercise, it's releasing some hormone called dopamine. What is dopamine? It's a neurotransmitter of inspiration, right? Again, when you are getting up in the morning, there is something called, your cortisol level. You know what is cortisol level? It's a fear hormone. It is very high. So once you do exercise, this cortisol level is coming down. And exercise also releases something called serotonin. You know what is serotonin? It is the hormone it make you happy. I've not done it. Still, there is something to add for health set. Health set. Yeah, it will give you oxytocin. Oxytocin is a hormone. When you hug people, you feel good, right? It's because of the oxytocin is released. So when you do exercise, all these sort of hormones are released. So just imagine, this much benefits you have for the exercise, So I know most of people are doing it. So if somebody is not doing it, I really recommend to do it. And that give you real power to perform your daily activity. That makes a lot of difference in your life. Nutrition. I'm not explaining. Nutrition is important. Have the right food in your life, right? Rest and sleep. It's very much important. But either, more also problem, right? So it should be 6 to 8 proper sleep. Hygiene. Anyway, COVID has taught us how to be hygiene. I remember some days even I have taken 4 times bath also. Because when you go outside, we feel like we are carrying corona and coming inside, right? When you take bath only, we are washing out corona. I feel like that, So anyway, so hygiene is very important, right? Not only, even your workspace is important. Your car, some people enter the car, you cannot even enter because, it's important to keep, your immediate surroundings in a proper way. Relaxation is very important, right? You have to be in solitude stillness and silence. It's called 3S. That also you have to find some time to associate with that. So that takes me to the last slide of our presentation today. That is the soul set. Soul set is your spirituality, right? The soul in religion, it's very important. We all always, we always tell actually you don't lose your soul. Soul means it is the real man inside you, right? It shows the real character, what you are, right? So it is a true within you. It is a real hero who makes you to do things properly. But your soul set, but what happens in the modern world, people are really after, the money, fame and material things, right? That is good. I'm not telling it is not good, but only going after this money and material things, it will not give you benefit, to be frank. The people, I want to tell you, the people who make more than $6 million in a year, it has been proven that they are only incrementally happier than the blue collar workers. Let me repeat that because it is super important. The people who earn more than $6 million per year is only incrementally happier than the blue collar workers. So you can imagine the money, how much money can give you happiness, right? It only can give you some happiness. That's it. But it's important to keep your soul. How you can keep your soul? It to be a generous to the universe, right? So along with making money, what is important actually to be service to humanity, right? That is super important in your life. As I told, actually, again, we don't know what is tomorrow. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift, right? So whatever the time we have got, is important to utilize the time properly, and so that we are super used by the humanity, reclaiming and resonating the natural power. So you go to the world so that your super power of mastery, luminosity, prosperity, love, and your service to humanity. So let me repeat that: service to humanity. I think that is more important, right? So that makes my presentation. I just try to play one video here. I think just 3 minutes. Then we will open for the question answer session and your opinion for that. Let me just try to play this.
Need to share that screen, Sony.
Sony, I don't think the video
I
is
cannot see
playing.
that.
No, because you
okay.
have to share the screen. Yeah, and we've only got a couple more
Okay, I'll
minutes.
come back to that. Yes, that's okay.
No worries.
Okay. Okay, I think the video only I was able to see that, I believe. Okay, that makes me thank you. The final slide. Hope it was useful. I believe I am on time, right? Okay.
That was an absolutely amazing presentation. I was completely captivated, to be honest. I was just waiting for the next thing that you were going to say. So in the next few minutes, anyone have any questions or feedback for Sony? Can you just stop sharing screen now, Sony?
Yeah, stop sharing. Yeah, okay. Stop sharing. Yeah.
Great, thank you. Any questions or comments for Sony before we have to sign out? You got some great comments in the chat box if you can see those.
I think everybody went to sleep, I believe. Nobody's talking.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they're typing it in the chat box saying great presentation. And so, yeah, and it really, really was. So what we will do, the presentation itself, of course, will be in the Facebook group. And if you have any questions for Sony or you want to make any comments at that point, you could also do it there in the group as well. Because the Sanchit will be posting that in the Facebook group, the entire video, because I actually want to go back and see it again, because it really was very good. So many great points that you mentioned, and like someone said, yeah, very, very motivational, and I really, really appreciate especially the breaking it down to the different powers of emotion, belief, goals, words, and metaphors. I took notes, so I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. So it is right after 6, so we'll go ahead and we'll log out now. Unless anyone has any quick questions or anything that they would like to say. I think it's all being said in the chat for you there.
I just would like to add one small thing. Thank you, Sony, for this. The only thing I'd like to say is everything you said is something coming right in time for us to hear. With everything going around us, we need to keep our spirits and our thoughts at this level. And with COVID, with the crisis, with the trouble people going through, the people losing jobs, families going through so much. I think this is a great thing to see and listen to, and I'm definitely going to play it again. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I know the time is very challenging, so this time we have to keep ourselves, really motivated and keep ourselves in that spirit. Otherwise, we are going to, in negative mindset. So what we can do, keep ourselves motivated and make sure our spirits are high. So I really believe that will help us. Yes.
Keenan, go ahead.
Yeah. So coincidentally, Sony, I'm a fan of writing, dreams. So I've just posted today. I do have my YouTube channel. I've just posted today a way of doing the vision board, and I completely believe in this. You just write things on board, and I've seen a lot of successful people doing this. They keep saying, write your dreams on somewhere, and I've done this for the last 1 year, and trust me, I've seen things like I was like, there was no way to see them happening. That's really true.
Yeah, exactly right. Even I can tell you, last year onwards, I started writing it, and that makes a lot of impact, to be frank. When you start writing it, when you see it in front of you every day, so you know what you have to do it. And automatically some sort of power is happening, we feel like accomplishing. I wrote my goals, around 10 goals, even before time I scratched it already, because some of the goals I already achieved it. So that really power actually, even though we keep listening a lot, but normally we are not doing it. But when really we start doing it, that makes a lot of impact actually. So I have witnessed that. So I'm sure others also can experience same thing actually. Thank you, Gaston, for that. We wish you all the best.
So thank you again, Sonia. We're gonna. Does someone have something? Was someone saying something?
Yeah, Frianda. I
Okay,
want
go ahead.
just to thank Sony. It was really great presentation. Especially the part with the four categories of mindset, health, spiritual. I really like it. And the part of power of words, it's really impactful. So I want just to thank him, and thank you, Frianda, also.
Thank you very much.
So Sony, if you could go ahead and make me host again so I can send the recording.
Pardon me?
Can you go ahead and make me, give me back the host
Okay, okay. How to do it actually? To give you back the whole. 1 second.
Sony, click on the name. Click on name friender. and it
Make
will give
host,
you-
right? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Fine.
All right.
I got
Perfect.
it right.
Thank you.
So I learned one
Thank
more today. Yes.
So again, thank you everyone for coming, and we definitely will have this recording. And Sony, if you want to put your information in the chat, if someone would like to email you or anything like that, if you want to put it in the chat before we leave now, that would be great, or they can get it from the Facebook group as well.
Yeah, sure, sure. Thank you very much. Appreciate Franda for giving me a chance. And yeah, appreciate. Thank you very much for that. Yes.
Thank you. Excellent presentation, and we'll see you all next week on Tuesday.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.